Hey guys, this is Bridgette Stilley and welcome to Be Unfiltered. Today, I'm super excited to have my badass Brazilian friend, Juliana, in the hot seat. Hey girl.
Hi B, how are you?
I'm so good. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited and a little nervous too.
Okay, that's all right. Just take a sip. Cheers. Don't be nervous. There's just a million people watching.
I love it.
One of the reasons why when I thought about this podcast and I go through the list of people that I find interesting and fun and cool, and I want to know more about their story, the reason why I wanted to meet you is because we met in a Pilates class through our friend Megan.
Right.
And we went over and had coffee. And I was a little intimidated. And I'll tell you why, because you just have this aura of confidence and you're beautiful, clearly.
Oh, thank you.
And when we started to talk, I was like, oh my gosh, she's got an accent. Like, where's she from? Like, I had this whole story in my mind. I'm like, this girl is amazing. And then you talked about you're a pilot. I was like, she's a pilot too? I'm not worthy. So that's kind of how I met you. And then I didn't see you for a couple weeks. I think it was probably like 6 or 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That
I
we
think
kind of
yeah. Maybe last year even.
last year
2024,
at some point we would go to Anaya and then
Yeah.
we'd do Pilates, and then you were gone. And
Yeah.
I remember leading up to summer, you were going to Brazil for 3 weeks. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
she's gallivanting to Brazil. I need to know more. Give me more, Juliana.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
So, and then exchanging numbers. And what I also like is that you don't just say, oh, let's hang out. You make a plan, you text, you follow through. Isn't that unheard of? I just want, my audience to know that, when you say, oh, let's get together, you really do follow through. And I'm like, oh shit, she texted me. And so I appreciate that.
Yeah. You're
And I
welcome.
think that means, to me, it means you're very genuine. And the kind of friend that I want to surround myself with.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I've started doing a lot with my introspection from last year, just in general, is to follow through with people and become a better mom, a better friend, just in general to my family and my friends, and being present and enjoying the moments. And so you have to make those moments count. And I just like reaching out and checking on people and chatting and talking, because
I have
that's how
chills right now because I think that's so profound. And so many people don't even would not even care. And to be able to look back and want to be better, I mean, that's why I think I'm attracted to you. And I think that we've become,
we have similar energies, I think.
definitely. So tell me, I want to get to know you a little bit more. We've hung out, but we haven't really got into, your history or how you came to be here and sitting on the chair with me. So you're born in Brazil.
Yes, I was born in Brazil. I grew up with a big family. I have 3 sisters, 17 aunts and uncles, 28 first cousins. My dad had farms when I grew up, but we never lived at the farms. But we'd go and hang out and just enjoy that family time. And I really actually miss that.
I'm farms where it was something he did for work.
Yes, he was a farmer, different cattle at times.
Were you out there getting the eggs?
I was helping because I'm one of 4. So it was a good way to get my dad's attention, was to go. My sisters didn't want to go vaccinate cows, but I would go just because I wanted to.
Vaccinated cows?
I did, because I wanted to be a part of being with him. My sisters were like, no, thank you. I drove tractors with him, things like that, that they didn't want to do. And I did, just for attention, for a time with him, really. And that paid off. And I just always liked having my hands in things.
That. Well, and coming from a big family, you kind of have to fight for some attention.
And I'm the 3rd. So
so you're like, what about me? You put me in. And so I imagine your dad and you are very close.
We are. He's the sweetest, the first love of my life.
And you're blessed that he's still with us.
He is still, yes. We talk every week, and we have, we're on WhatsApp. He calls me, I call him. We chat. He sends me Instagram posts and things of this sort. It's really sweet.
Okay, I need to follow him.
Yes.
He sounds cool. So he's still in that.
He's still a farmer. They actually live at the farmhouse now. He does microgreens, organic microgreens. They sell it to higher end restaurants, also edible flowers. And my mom does tropical flowers for arrangements, and they're beautiful. They
Oh
are
my
grown at the
gosh.
farm, and
Like
they're
I'm going
amazing.
back to Brazil with you.
Yes.
Like I'm coming. They sound amazing. I want to go to this farm, meet all these cousins.
It's the best. I love being
love
there.
it. I did tell you that I spent 6 weeks in Brazil.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Which I always think, I go, it sounds stupid, but
No.
like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I went to Brazil,
but it's cool. You got to know a little bit of the culture.
One thing I mean, it was amazing. I was in Rio de Janeiro. I was opening up a restaurant, was there for 3 weeks. And then there was strikes.
Yes.
Is that a common thing? They sat us down. I was supposed to go for 3 weeks. I was opening a restaurant. In 2 weeks in, they had the cargo ships were on strike, so we couldn't get any of our tables and chairs. So they asked us, who wants to stay another 3 weeks? I was 22. Yes. So I spent 6 weeks in Rio de Janeiro.
Yep.
And
that's really neat.
We stayed in Leblon. It was a Hard Rock Cafe,
right,
which I'm sure you're familiar with. And what I found was, I think I gained like about 50 pounds because the meat,
delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And everywhere you go, they speak a lick of English. The menus were
so maybe I need to do some grilling for you.
Yeah. Gosh. It was so good. Anyhow, I know we could talk about that forever, but so you're in Brazil, you're in the farm. What were you, what did you want to be? Did you want to be a farmer when you grew up?
No, I actually wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
And I was exposed to that a few times. Like I videoed my cousin's kid's birth.
How old were you?
I was 14.
14,
yes.
You're videoing like
I was inside
the whole deal and the whole deal.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I thought I wanted to do that, but truthfully, when it all became a choice that I had to make, that wasn't really what I wanted to do. Growing up in Brazil, you're exposed to American life often, and as you just explained, there's a lot going on in Brazil with corruption and violence, and
you also go out and party at midnight.
We do, and don't go home until 5.
Like what? I was like, what is happening? The people at the restaurant, the locals would say, "Hey, we're going to take you out. We'll be at your hotel at midnight." I was like,
I go to sleep at 9
what?
these days.
And it was fun. I mean, I was 22, so I was technoing. We're eating breakfast with the sun rising, and I hadn't slept. It was pretty awesome. And the is it capoeira?
Capoeira, yes. Yeah. So fun to watch, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I would just sit there on the beaches, drinking my caipirinhas.
Oh,
I just live my best life.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So, okay. So so when was the first time you came to the United States, and how did you come here? Who was it with? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, as a little child, you're always...
Wait, first.
Yeah,
take a sip.
Cheers.
Cheers, my girl. Okay.
Yeah, I always wanted to come, from a young age, I knew I wanted to come live here because of the American dream. You want to be where it's safe, where you can have, a fence that doesn't have to cover your house, and you don't have to have,
things
electricity.
We don't even appreciate.
Exactly. You can't walk around with your phone.
The American dream. So was that like MTV? Did you see?
Movies?
Like, where did movies?
Actually, MTV, I was probably already here, but movies, and I was also exposed through English schools that you go to after your actual school. And you just get exposed to the culture and holidays and things of the sort. So in Brazil, just like Mexico, they have a quinceañera. When you turn 15, you get a trip to the United States, to Disney World, if you have the means. And then
that's like a thing?
It's a thing. Everybody gets, all my 3 sisters got it except for me. Well, I didn't, because when my parents started planning for it, I told them, no, hold my money. I do not want to go to Disney. I want to go live there. And they said, no, you're not going to do that. So I'm like, well, hold my money and we'll figure it out.
Oh my gosh. You're just like badass, like out of the womb at 14. Hold my money.
I really didn't know how. I in retrospect, I don't know. I think it was just this will of making something happen.
Sure.
And eventually I signed up for an exchange program, found out more information about it, convinced my mother, and then she convinced my dad. And I moved to Buffalo, New York when I was 15.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, not knowing anyone.
And you lived with?
I lived with a family, and the exchange program is they select you. So I had no choice of where I was going. So I was going from 90 to 105-degree weather to Buffalo, New York.
Oh my gosh.
To see snow for the first time.
Oh
and
my
a lot
gosh.
of it.
Did you already know English before
I
you
knew some English. I
Some.
thought I knew a lot, but once you're here, it's quite different.
I'm sure, and up there,
Yeah.
it's very different.
Yeah.
I've
So
never been up
learning in
there.
English and all of that, actually
Yeah.
going to school was pretty tough.
So how
But
long were you here?
I was here for 11 months, about
Okay.
11 months. And then I went back to Brazil, and then my English was more polished, and then I started teaching English as well then.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then I was
So
plotting my way back.
you're like, how do I get back? How do I
Yes.
get back? So fast forward, you
I was 20 is when I moved back here. I got accepted to a few colleges, and I had a cousin that had lived all over the country. And he's like, you got accepted to Denver, go there. It's so cool. People are
yes.
mild, they're friendly. You love it there.
They're
So-
super high now.
They are. That's apparently
I
all
love,
they do. No,
I
I'm just
love
kidding.
Colorado. No,
I
love
do
Colorado.
too.
So you
yeah.
lived in Denver? And
I lived in Denver proper for like 11 years.
Oh my goodness.
And then I moved up north. But I lived in Colorado for a total of 23 years until I moved here. So I have a
Excellent.
lot of friends there, and I love
I'm
going back.
sure.
And
Yeah, I'm
hanging out.
sure they miss you. They probably didn't want you to leave.
It's been fun. Every time I have an overnight there, I stay at one of my girlfriends, or actually I have a few. I would stay at one of their houses, and it's so fun to just get to see them. And that's one of the
Absolutely.
perks of my job, obviously, is that I have
Absolutely.
overnights at different places.
So did you get into like snowboarding or skiing or any of the
I tried
mountainside-
snowboarding. I thought it was the coolest thing, and I really wanted to do it, but I couldn't get it. It was
Aw.
awful.
I'll teach you.
Okay, great.
I know how.
I did get into skiing. I also had a skiing accident and had to get my ACL reconstructed. But I've been skiing many times after. I'm not great. I can make it work, but it's fun. I like it.
Definitely. Just being in the mountains, and I think Colorado is very magical. I didn't know you
It's
lived there.
beautiful,
It's
yeah. It
the
really is.
air, just everything about it.
Yeah,
So you get to Colorado. Is that where you went to college?
it is. I went to Metro State downtown Denver.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what was your major?
It was journalism with emphasis in photography.
Oh, okay.
Photojournalism.
Did you graduate and do anything with it?
So within a couple of years of being there, the economy tanked in Brazil. When I moved there, the dollar to the real was 1-to-1. And within 2 years, it was 1-to-3. So my parents couldn't afford $18,000 a semester for me to go to school anymore. I applied with the school for a work visa, and I started working. And that's how I started getting into just financial and numbers, really, which is what I work on later. They sent me to a job agency, and apparently I was really good at Excel. And then I got my first job at Wells
I'm
Fargo.
terrible at Excel. Oh my God. All those little things. I'm like, oh,
I
no.
eventually got pretty good at it, but that's in the past now
That's
too.
so funny. So you went into finance.
I went into financial data analysis is really what I ended up in. After I had to quit college for a little bit, I cut up all my credit cards that my parents were, sending me money through, and I said, now I can take care of myself. So I was doing that.
Another
for a
reason why
while.
you're badass. Saying.
I went around the world, did around the world trip, and when I came back to almost no money in my bank account and living at a free house in Frisco, Colorado, in the mountains,
Okay.
I saw a job that needed Portuguese-speaking people, and it was at Reuters, doing financial data analysis for Brazilian mutual funds and Latin American mutual funds. Okay, I can do
I'm
this.
in. I can do that.
So I went and interviewed, got the job, and I worked for them for a few years, and I learned a lot from them. And I was in financial data analysis until I became a pilot, really. Yeah.
That's amazing. So tell me how you got to Florida.
I got to Florida during the pandemic. I always wanted to end up at a beach. I love the beach. There's something calming. And all I did was look forward to those 2 weeks at the beach every year. That was a vacation, right? You go to the beach, stay there for a couple of weeks, and then you go back home and you're cold. But
the mountains, the beach.
But
you
it got
just were-
really busy in Colorado. So you
Okay.
couldn't just go to the mountains for a day for skiing, for example. You have to rent a house for the weekend because traffic is so bad.
so bad.
And so it
Going up,
started.
is it the pass?
Yes,
Yes, the pass
love them.
scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I cannot drive that pass.
So
Ugh.
that's what you have to do. And it got so busy, unfortunately. Even trails were so busy. And so
Just like the population. Is that what you mean by
it
busy?
increased quite a bit, yes. In the
Kind of how I lived in San Diego, and it used to be
Yeah.
25 years ago. It's now I go there. I can't even.
Yes.
I'm like, get me out of here. Let me get back to my little small beach town.
Exactly. Small beach town was my dream. But yes, it got really busy there. And with the pandemic, we could work from anywhere. And so sold the house, came looking around because there's nothing open. It's the pandemic. There's no
Sure,
hotel
except
rooms.
Florida.
Yeah, exactly. So looked around the area and I fell in love with this little stretch, Satellite Beach in the Atlantic,
Did you just
Indian Harbor.
Google like areas to go to, or you just on a whim?
We came to this area because of, FIT and
Okay.
yeah, it looked like it was. So I lived actually in Fort Lauderdale for 2 years between 2020 and 2022.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2002. And it was so busy. I knew I didn't want that. I needed to
Sure.
be north of that. And so this area sounded good. And just being here, I really enjoyed it. We tried Melbourne, but it's like hotter and you need a little bit more of a breeze.
Well, yeah, over the bridge.
Yes, you can go over the bridge.
I love people that live over the bridge. I don't want to offend anybody. But if I don't have to go over the bridge.
But it makes a difference.
It really
here.
does. Temperature-wise, the vibe, excellent.
It really does, yeah.
So how long have you
loved it
been?
here.
So that means COVID.
2020 is
2020. So
yes,
you've been here for
5
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And you love it?
I love it.
You love it. And you have 2 little girls.
I do have 2 girls, Mila and Izzy. They're
Mila
10 and 8.
Izzy, 10 and 8. So
Yes.
boom, boom. You had
Yes.
one, you had the other. That's
Yes.
exactly.
They're 15 months apart.
Oh my gosh. They call that Irish twins?
I think it's like 11 months.
11 months, but still
yeah.
pretty quick.
Close.
I felt the same way when I had my daughter, Isabella. We call her, she goes by Bella because heaven forbid I say Isabella. And then James, we wanted to have them right away. I was like, I don't want to be out of diapers. And I want them to be close and
Yes,
all that.
I think it makes a difference. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. They get along most of the time until they
Sure.
spark. But
Until they spark. Ooh,
yes.
I like that.
But they're great. They're so different in their own way. One likes soccer and Izzy likes horseback riding like I did. I loved horseback riding.
You were saying that. Yeah, you guys go horseback riding over the summer. You did a lot of
Yeah,
that.
we did a lot of that in Brazil when we were in Brazil. And she fell in love with horses. At the beach, they'll have the horses you can rent for a little ride. And every
Yes.
single horse she wanted to get
my
on. And
gosh,
I don't know
I
how
love
many
that.
$20 rides we paid for. But coming back, it seemed like the natural thing to do is to sign her up for horseback
Absolutely.
riding lessons. And she's loving it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So one of the things that, I find very interesting is that you are a pilot. You fly planes. I don't know what it is about pilots where I just think it's like a superpower. Do you understand? It's very, I think, like, and people say, oh, it's so easy. It's flying a plane. So it's safer. They say it's safer than driving.
It really is, yes.
And
Yes.
I fly as much as I can. I love to travel. I
Yeah.
love getting on a plane. So you had just told me that you got your pilot license. So how did you decide? You go from finance, living in Colorado, you moved to the beach, or no, you became a pilot before you moved to the beach.
Yes, before,
So
yeah.
tell me how that came about.
So I met a guy and he had
Always a guy. Okay, I need a drink for that one.
He was a private pilot, which is your first certificate you get. And Colorado flying is really fun. We did a lot of backcountry flying where you throw all your camping gear in the back of the plane and you go to a mountaintop and you camp.
Oh my gosh.
So we did a lot of
How
that.
fun is
And
that?
from the very first time we landed in this tiny little plane and me looking at the runway right there, I was like scared, but at the same time exhilarated and just hooked. And I knew that eventually I was going to do that. And I just wanted it. And after I had Izzy was 6 months old. I decided it was time to get the license. And I got it in 3 months, and it was the day before I turned 40.
Oh my gosh.
And that day, I was like, I am not going back to the office. This is what I want to do. And from then on, I just got certificate after certificate, which all of them take a lot of time and flight hours and a ton of studying, learning new concepts and all of that, which, by the way, I don't like studying.
Oh, really?
Unless it's about aviation.
Unless it's something that you want to do, that you're passionate about.
Yes, yeah.
Clearly, you seem to be someone that's very driven. You have a goal. You like something. You're gonna get it.
Yes.
Nothing's gonna stand in your way.
I do. I like that, and it goes. I've always had a goal throughout my life where I need to reach the next thing. Which is great, but it's also
a lot of pressure.
It's so much pressure. Yeah.
Because when do you find fulfillment?
My point exactly is that in the past, not that long ago, actually, that I have had this time for introspection and just like being on my own where, life changes of last year, I got my own place. I have my time with my girls, and when I'm gone, sometimes I'm on a hotel standby if I'm not flying. Sometimes I have very long flights, and of course I'm checking everything that I have to check and doing my scans. But you have a lot of time to think. Absolutely. And you have to be really good in your own skin and be able to enjoy that moment, even if it's working or doing the dishes or whatever, because the present is the only time you have, really. And so that is what I've been working on, not looking too much into the past, being grateful for the experiences I've had. And then, sure, we all want the, goals and things we want to do, but not being hooked on that either, because then all you're doing is running around to get those things done. So enjoying the present is really what I've been working on the past year.
That's great. I'd love that that's why I'm so attracted to you as a friend, is that I feel the same way. I'm, extremely grateful for the past, the good and the bad.
Right.
It's got me to where I'm at today. And I feel, it's so cliche, but I feel like I'm getting better with time and age. And I love talking about how young I am. Some people don't like that. I talk about, I'm going to be 50 next year. I can't even believe it. And I'm like, I'm so excited because I feel like I'm in such a great place. I've learned so much, and just every day wake up, just be happy and have a goal, but be present and not always try to, like you said, put too much pressure, because then you don't enjoy the moment.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons I think that I've been drawn to you too, is that you have been through so much and learned so much, but yet you have this genuine, no nonsense attitude and fun loving energy that I really enjoy. And it's a testament to how much you have grown through all you've been through.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
And I just love it. I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, you just bring this presence that is enjoyable.
Thank you. I think that, we have started this blossoming friendship.
Yes.
I do have some statistics that I looked up.
Yes.
About women pilots. Do you know that globally only 4 to 6% are women?
Yes.
Did you know that?
I did.
Okay. I was like shocked when I thought, let me just Google, women pilots.
That's amazing. You know that now.
Yeah. In the US, it's 5.7% are women.
Yes.
I mean, you are in 5%, 4% globally. That's a big deal. I hope you know that's a big deal. I hope that my friends and family, whoever watches this, understands, my male pilot friends, which I do have a lot. I respect that as well. But, go girl. I mean, you're part of this elite, very small percentage of people that are doing what you do. And
Thank you.
I think that's great. You now are you're in private because you don't work for an airline.
Do. Exactly. It's called Part 135 flying. So I work for owners of our aircraft that are leased to our company, or the type of charter type flights.
So like the rich people.
Yes. Very.
So not me. I don't have my. But
if we can get enough people together, maybe we can afford it.
Can you sneak me on it? Can I just be like, I'm here to serve you a drink? No, I'm kidding.
I wish I could.
I know. No, I've looked into it. just randomly, because over here there is a lot of aviation around here and over in
Yes.
Melbourne.
Mhm.
So I thought, well, how expensive is it to get a private? And I went on, I go, okay, I'm going to need about 50 of my friends and we're all going to. So I'm sure you have stories, but you probably sign things where you're not allowed to
I do,
talk
yes.
about things.
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
get all the details. That would be like another bottle of champagne. I
Yeah.
might get some.
I have been really fortunate though to be, be exposed to people that are very polite and very nice. And a lot of my clients, I actually have had a few in the past 3 months, 2 women pilots. So unmanned flight is what we call it. And
Unmanned. I like
yeah,
that.
and it's
You need that as like a hat or a cup, like an
yes,
right?
And it's been fun, and I just have so many people saying, thank you for doing this, and
I love it.
It
I
is
love it.
my passion. To me, it was something that I really wanted to do, but I really appreciate that people are not afraid,
Yeah.
because
Like, oh, girls in charge.
I
Oh
know,
no.
because there's that old
And are you going to
thinking.
retire a pilot? Is that what you think you're going to do? Or are you going to have something else that you're going to get into?
I don't
Like,
know.
are
I
you
probably
gonna-
have adventures and volunteer opportunities and things of the sort. I probably will never retire in the real sense of, doing nothing other than
Sure.
unless I can be a perpetual vacationer.
Oh my
at the
gosh.
beach
If
and
you
surfing.
Can we do that? So you started surfing a year ago.
Yes.
You love it.
I
mean,
do.
you don't even meet me for Pilates. You're like, I'm surfing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you're
if the
surfing?
conditions are good, I'm going. And
I know. And I always
yeah.
say I need to go with you, but I'm such a wimp in the
You
water.
should take a
I just
lesson.
need
It's
to go.
better.
I know.
Yes.
My son says, Mom, can you
I
surf?
know.
Because he surfs every day.
Yeah.
And I look out there and I think, I just like
You should
looking
come
at
with
it.
me, take
I'll
a
come with
lesson.
you.
I bet you he'd be so amazingly excited if you got into it.
He would. And I did. I lived in Hawaii and I tried, and it's that paddling. It's just, there's a lot of
You
work
have strong arms, and
No,
I
you
can
have
see
strong
them.
arms.
And yeah, I know.
You're coming with me. We get in a fight. I'm going to be like, Juliana, she'll beat your ass. No, you look amazing.
Thank you.
So you're single, ready to mingle.
I am.
Oh
Yes,
my-
it's a tough
one has
business being single.
Oh my God, no one has snatched you up?
No,
And they're trying. Trust me, you're probably picky, huh?
I am picky. However, I think I'm also intimidating. Unfortunately, I don't try
Yep.
to be. However, yes, the market is not great out there.
Well, are you only looking here in this small little town? Because
Well, time is
you gotta look outside the box.
Well, the thing is, time is very precious to me. I'm
True.
a week on, week off pilot. I'm a week on, week off mom. When I'm home, I'm full on mom. I volunteer at their school. I do everything that
You're
I can
busy.
with them. And so, if I'm dating somebody out of town, it'd be really hard. I'd probably never see them. It'd
So
be
I
a pen
imagine
pal
a pilot
situation.
though.
No, I would never want to date a pilot.
No, not a pilot. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you just need to have some companions in
Mhm.
other states. I mean, I would be like, hey, I'm rolling into, Idaho, and I got my guy in Idaho. I mean, no, it doesn't work that way.
Not for me.
Oh, okay. That's a whole nother episode, right? So tell me, because I know you are very busy and we have to wrap this up because we
Yes.
could talk for a very long time. How do you find balance? What grounds you? What drives you? What's your advice to women that want to get into what you're doing and all the things?
Balance is hard. It's hard with the time constraints and having kids, and every parent knows how hard it is to be enough for your kids. And I'm always fighting with that, especially because I'm out of town often. But being present and just doing everything that we can with them, and enjoying the time, putting the phone away. And although I do have to take photos, I love my photos with
You
my
do
kids.
have good photos.
And so my excuse is photos only and no, nothing else.
So putting the phone away.
Putting the phone
I
away,
think that's
enjoying the moment.
such a thing right now.
Yeah.
It's so hard, and I'm guilty of it.
It really is. And just finding something that you enjoy. I love Pilates. Like you said, we met through that. I do it. I still do it. I still stream. I even tell you ladies, hey, I'm going to stream today
I
from the
know,
hotel
you're so
room.
good.
And come say hi on
If
the
I'm in a
camera.
hotel, I am not streaming, and I need to. Like,
Yeah, I
love
find
that.
it easier that I can focus if I'm streaming without just replaying an actual.
Because it's live and you're there.
Yeah, I can't stop. And like for me, surfing is meditative in a way. If I go and I have some friends that I'm chatting with, sometimes that's what it's about. Sometimes it's just bobbing and waiting for that wave to come.
See, I can bob with you out there.
Let's bob together.
Can I just paddle out
Yes.
and not have to try to get a wave? Because
Of
that's
course.
my problem.
Of course, there are a
Is
lot of
that
people that just do that.
I get all the way out there, and then I don't catch the wave, and then I got to go all the way back.
Yes.
And I think that's, I don't know how y'all go back and forth, back and forth. So if
Well,
I just go past the break,
yes.
I'll just hang out.
That's one of the most fun parts.
And just like bob and just be in the water.
Yes. And by the way, some of my friends have been telling me lately that we are about every time, or almost 90% of the time that I'm out, they see a dolphin. So I will take credit for that.
All right.
And so seeing dolphins is another fun thing to do as well.
Absolutely.
While you're out
but
there.
no sharks. So tell the sharks to not be around me. And don't tell me they're out there.
No comment.
There's no sharks. They're not there.
No comment.
Not going to happen.
But yeah, just like finding things that you like to do and being able to enjoy the present is really what I've been hard at work in the past year with myself.
You just have so much self-awareness. I'm so excited for our friendship. And I know when I say invite me next time you go surfing, you're going to invite me. And I'm going to tell everybody right now, we'll have you back again and we'll let you know how that goes.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It's going to be great. And like last week, you wanted to go see a band and I wasn't available. And so I think you're fun. There's very few people that are single in this town.
Yes.
You're probably one of two that I know that I want to hang out with. I mean, we could go sit at, some bar and all that, but I don't want to do that. I want to hang out. And I'd rather, if I had a choice, rather be with my kids.
Yes,
or,
exactly. Some substance.
Yeah. The season of my life right now, and I think you can relate is, the kids, mine are 14 and 11, which is right there in the mix. Because in a couple of years, they're not going to want anything to do with me. I mean, I hope they like me. I know it does. Well, thank you so much for being in the hot seat. You're amazing.
Thank you, V.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.